Hello and welcome back to Man Cave Hobbies. So today's video is just like its title. It's the RadioMaster Zorro. This is the ELRS version. Does the hype actually match the product? You know, they did this big launch where they embargoed all of the reviewers. They all had to release their video at the same day, which was last week. And everybody's, oh, the king of game style radios. Oh, this is the best thing. Click on my link down below. Make me some money. This channel, anybody who's never seen this channel, this is a no bullshit channel, guys. I have 40 years of experience in the RC hobby world, from flying jets, helicopters, and so on and so forth. This is a no bullshit channel. I don't pull punches, and there's no affiliated link down below. I bought this. So I'm going to tell you if it's a piece of crap or not. I'm going to tell you what could be done better. I'm going to tell you all of it, right? That's what I do here. And everybody who's my subscriber, thank you for subscribing to me. You know this already. So is this the king of all game style radios? That I fly game style radios exclusively. And the reason why is I've had massive surgeries on my hands from years and years of hard work. And I can barely move this thumb up and down now. And I have never been happy with a game style radio. They've all been crap. They've all could have been better, right? And they don't fit in the hands right, or the buttons are wrong, or the menus are wrong, or whatever not. I'll show you that on the bench. This is the king of all game style radios. I don't know how they're going to make it any better. That's all I have to say. Seriously, if you're into game style radios, you'd be a fool not to own this. You'd be an absolute fool not to own it. $100. I can't believe this is $100. The quality of this radio, this should be around $150 easily. $150. This is the new FR Sky X Lite radio. You know, that was the king for years and years and years, and that's what I flew for years and years. This is the new king. This is beautiful. It feels like I can't even describe to you the ergonomics of this radio. They got it right. They got it perfect. Let's talk about it on the bench. All right, so let's talk about this. So first of all, I want to get this off my chest. Even though I make a fun of a lot of the reviewers out there because, you know, it's all about pushing product and clicking on my links, there are a few out there that I do trust. Nick Burns is one of them, and that's why I bought this radio, is from Nick Burns, his review on this. Nick has really large hands like I do, and the way I seen it fit in his hands, and the fact that Nick said that this is going to be his go-to radio, and he flies game style radios almost exclusively as well, I knew that this was going to be a good radio. And I did click on all his affiliated links down below because I wanted to chip my friends a few bones. I mean, he's the friendliest man in FPV, why not? And all of his links were back ordered or out of stock already and everything else. So I ended up picking this up from Heli-Nation. And it was $109. It came with the batteries. But what really surprised me about Heli-Nation, and I'm not trying to butter their biscuits or anything, I don't get paid from them, is the fact that they shipped it out so damn fast. They didn't ship it out priority mail, and they didn't know what I was using it for. I was just a standard customer. They shipped this thing out by FedEx. Not FedEx ground, FedEx. And I couldn't believe how fast I got it in my hands. I was like, wow. So if Heli-Nation, normally I go to RDQ or Get FPV or Pyro Drones, the usual, you know, places, the usual haunts, if you will. I'm going to start shopping with Heli-Nation. I mean, if they're going to step up the game like that, I'm gonna shop with them. So this thing here, guys, let me just go through a history. This was my go-to radio for like 3 years, and it fits in the hand pretty good because it's got this extra part right here. I have 3X size hands, like I said. I mean, really large hands, and it just always fit in my hand. And with my gimped up thumbs, that's why I call myself dumb thumbs. That's my handle on RC groups. I could have full throw here, as you can see, no problem. Because this had really short throws to it. So, you know, the buttons are exactly where they're supposed to be. You know, they're very easy to get to. I can select different modes, my turtle mode, my on and off. Everything worked really well on this radio, and that's why I used it for years until FR Sky got stupid and changed their, they changed their receivers and stuff and got really goofy with the receivers and stuff, their protocol. But the one thing I didn't like about this radio is, number one, the trims were kind of screwy. And this thing would always break. This is the third board, the main board in here. This is the third one in here. And this is the second case on this too. That's how much I flew it. I mean, I just wore it out. Like right here, the grips right here, this material would just wear right through. So I used the hell out of this radio and I loved it. It was my go-to. It was my standard. I absolutely love this radio. But FR Sky screwed up. So then I went to a Tango. I sold that off because it had paddle switches and I didn't like it. It didn't fit in my hands very well in the first place. This is the Jumper little T-Light for 69 bucks. For $69, it's a damn good little radio. Plenty of throw here for my thumbs, even my gimped up thumbs. Not a problem. It doesn't have, it's not long here, so it kind of fits in the hand kind of funny. It kind of wants to, it just feels funny. And it came with paddle switches where you couldn't put your finger up here to hold your damn radio. It would crunch your fingers if you have man-sized hands. And so I did a video on how to change these out to these smaller switches. So I kind of fixed the inherent problem there. But the other inherent problem with this radio is it's just one battery. So if you put a module on the back like an ELRS module, it's going to eat up that battery pretty damn quick. And then, of course, the battery's underneath all of this, so you have to unscrew this to get to the battery and yada, yada, yada. So there's quite a few deficiencies on this radio as far as the overall ergonomics. It doesn't have a lot of arch right here to palm into your hand. It's very, very narrow right here. I mentioned that in my review video. And also, as you can see, this is already starting to wear off. All this print is already starting to wear off onto this. And I'm already starting to wear through the rubberized material on it. So, yeah, anyway, that's this. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't a perfect radio. I had to actually rework it. And it's Jumper, so when it was released, there were some issues there. This is the Plastic Fantastic DJI FPV Drone Flying Potato controller. It's not a bad controller, it's just not grippy right here. This is not grippy, this is actually slippery. So it kind of slides around your hand, and of course it's got those stupid toggles. And even with my huge hands, I cannot reach this toggle. When you're flying and stuff, it's like, it's just a real pain in the ass. Kind of dumb. But it's not a bad radio. I mean, it's ergonomically, it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's just that the switches suck. So that's the plastic flying potatoes, whatever. Let's get back to this. This thing is flawless. I mean, honestly flawless. It fits in the hand. It is grippy where you want it to be grippy and slippery where you want it to be slippery. Plenty of room up here for your fingers. Very easy on the toggles to select different modes. Your turtle mode or wherever you put your switches at. It is so wonderful. Now, with that said, the ergonomics are really great for like pinching or whatever not. But what's cool, especially for my gimped up hands, is you can adjust the throws right here and here and here and here. So you can adjust the throw on this. So, you know, like with my gimped up hands, and it's very hard to go up here, I can adjust this. And I love that. I love the toggle wheel here. I love the fact that the print is embedded into the plastic, so it can't wear off. I mean, it just, and the trims are right here. You know, not that I use trims on a quad, but everything is just right here. The one drawback of this radio, of course, is the small ass batteries. This came with the batteries, like I said, and they're 900 milliamp batteries. So I don't know how much I'm going to get out of this. I fly a lot. But what's cool is you do have a port down here, and it comes with a cable for a 2S battery. So just in case you don't have extra of these batteries, you can just plug a 2S in and continue to fly. So that's pretty neat. I like the fact that these slide on as opposed to screw on like the X-Lite. I had to buy aftermarket ones to get these tight because they did actually, the stock ones would fall out. And also it held a bigger battery if you got the aftermarket ones. This one here, getting the battery door back on kind of sucks though. I noticed that. It doesn't line up very well, the moldings. So when you go putting it back together, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But there you go, you gotta kind of squeeze it. There you go, and it'll go right back into place. This is an absolute beautiful radio. I just love the way it feels in my hand. It feels like such quality. I mean, this thing should be a lot more money. It feels so balanced too. I was worried about this screen making it top heavy, but it's not. It's just so balanced in the hands. I mean, it just feels like it belongs in your hand. And I love this part right here because it just cups like it's supposed to. You feel like you have a secure hold on your radio when you're flying. You're not having to worry about it slipping around in your hand like this guy does. This is a beautiful radio, guys. I was going to do some flight video today, but my SD card got corrupted. Wow, these buttons are kind of cool too. My SD card got corrupted, so there's no flight video for today. And I was going to redo the flight video, but it is about 40-mile-an-hour winds out there, and it's really cold. I'm not going out there. But that is it, guys. Honestly, for $100, this is the king of all radios. This is the new FR Sky X Line. The hype is real. It truly, honestly is. It's beautiful. It came right from the factory, too. It wasn't like Jumper where you're having to rework everything.
Welcome to HTX.
I mean, wow. Just wow. That's it, guys. That's the video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Bye.